Hi, I'm Brad Baker, the Senior Product Manager for Salford Group. I'm standing here today at the farm show in Louisville, Kentucky, behind one of our latest new products, the 6700 Airflow Applicator. The 6700 is a new aftermarket airflow applicator that we've released. We're showing it here today on John Deere sprayer chassis, which is kind of the first rendition of this particular product line we've unveiled for the public. We've had a lot of demand through our own dealers and through a lot of custom applicators for an airflow unit for the John Deere chassis specifically, which is why we started there. Salford and Valmar's Salford division in particular has a long history of airflow units on chassis. A lot of people that are familiar with that type of technology are familiar with them with some other manufacturers' chassis. We've simply taken that and made it available on more different types of chassis. One thing we wanted to focus on in particular on this type of product was row crop application. So you'll see the unit behind me has a set of 60-foot booms on it with the centers spaced out on 30 inches. And we've done that to address a lot of the corn guys that are doing 30-inch corn. It allows them a good top dressing option, but the neat feature about these is that you can actually install drops to get the application down below the canopy in between the rows, and we think that's going to be really exciting. We're not just releasing that on the chassis mount option. In fact, we're actually releasing that on our pull type units as well for this show. So very excited about that particular option, hoping to see some more proliferation of this technology into the Corn Belt region. Typically guys that have seen this type of airflow technology are from the prairie areas. We get a lot of guys that are sugarcane, cotton guys in the southern U.S., guys up in the Palouse in the northwest of the country. So yeah, a new option for the row crop market, but I think a good one. So the box that you see beside me is designed specifically for the larger John Deere sprayer chassis. We're talking John Deere 4930, John Deere 4940, and of course the latest large sprayer chassis, the R4045. Designed for full integration. So rather than being an aftermarket option where we provide a box and have the customer or dealer figure out how to connect it to the chassis, we've provided all the means to do those connections. So every electrical, hydraulic connection, all the mounting points to physically mount the box on the chassis are designed specifically for that chassis. So it is really meant to be a kit that you can buy, install it in a limited amount of time at the dealer or in the producer's yard, and get in the field as soon as possible. The box, this particular box is a 200 cubic foot box that's truck capacity. It has a gated partition in it that will allow you to section off 45 cubic feet of that 200 cubic feet and use it for something like a micronutrient or a cover crop, any type of low rate product. So it has a lot of versatility in that respect. The tarp on the unit is fully electric. We've tried to make all the features on this thing such that you do not have to leave the cab to do any type of adjustment or any type of work. It'll suit custom applicators very well, ag retailers, anybody that is in a time crunch and has to cover a lot of acres. It is fully set up to meet those commercial demands. There has been some concern with top dress in the past, depending on the type of crop. Corn especially, if you get a urea, sometimes it'll roll down the flute of the crop and cause some burn. So there's been some issues or some concerns from some of our customer base in the past that's an issue. So this idea of dropping it down in between the rows is addressing that issue. The other kind of neat aspect of that is you get a lot of guys that like to see cover crops before the canopy is established on the corn crop. So it allows you to run up and down the corn rows before the canopy is fully enclosed. Lets you drop down a cover in between the rows, and once the canopy is established, that cover will go dormant and then basically reawaken when the crop is harvested and serve as a cover through the fall and into the winter. So a neat feature in that respect. Just in general too, if you can target that application a little bit, you can use a little bit less fertilizer. So instead of throwing it everywhere and targeting everything that way, you can get it down to where you need it. And that's the way the industry is going this way, getting that product at the right place and at the right time, and we're seeing a lot of that from our customer base right now. So this unit is set up as a fully hydraulic unit, obviously. Fully variable rate on both the main and micro hoppers. Also, we can turn the left and right hand booms on and off in terms of application. So whether you do that manually or automatically through a map, it's capable of doing both. We offer our own rate controller from the factory as an option. It's the same isobus controller we offer on our pull type units. But also we found that a lot of Deere dealers are preferring to throw the John Deere dry rate controllers on these as well, and it's fully capable of handling that also. So it comes down to a matter of customer preference. Our rate controller is compatible with the Deere displays, cab displays, but it all comes down to the customer and what they're used to using. So there's lots of options for the customer as well. Yeah, so in terms of the last generation of screens, the 2630, we've been working with those screens for quite some time. Compatibility is very seamless with that screen. The launch of the new Gen 4 displays, some minor compatibility things that we've sorted through. Nothing major. It's all coming online now, so we're getting pretty comfortable with the new Gen 4 displays as well.